Greetings, Art here. And for the first time in the state of Israel's history, Iran has begun a direct attack on Israel, launching hundreds of bomb drones and missiles toward the Jewish state. At 1:43 a.m. Israel time last night, sirens started wailing in the Magog region and soon throughout other locations in Israel. Are we witnessing biblical prophecy being fulfilled? Is the rapture near? Are we seeing the start of the Gog and Magog war and potentially World War III? In the Bible, Iran is referred to as Persia. The Bible also refers to Elam, which was a part of Persia in modern-day Iran. The Medo-Persian Empire is also a reference to Iran. And these names are mentioned numerous times in prophecy as part of an end-times war with Israel. These names are also mentioned as being part of an alliance that attacks Israel in the end times. Ezekiel 38 verse 2 says, "Son of man, set your face against Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Prophesy against him and say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. I am against you, Gog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army, your horses, your horsemen, fully armed, and a great horde with large and small shields, all of them brandishing their swords. Persia, Cush, and Put will be with them, all with shields and helmets. Also Gomer with all its troops, and Beth Togarmah from the far north with all its troops, the many nations with you. And this great alliance will involve Russia from the far north, and Iran, which is Persia, and other Muslim nations. And you'll notice all those nations mentioned are all Islamic. This alliance will be destroyed by God himself. So is it just coincidence that Iran, known in Ezekiel as Persia, was firing drones and missiles at Israel last night in April of 2024? Prophecy in the Old Testament and New Testament prove that the Bible and God are real, as well as the Son, Jesus Christ. The Bible talks about a judgment against Elam, or modern-day Iran, which I will discuss in a future video. I suspect that the Gog and Magog prophecy is referring to what we would call World War III. And it makes me wonder, was Iran attacking Israel last night the start of Gog and Magog? I've already heard about talks in Israel about a counterstrike on Iran. And already the US president has told Israel that America will not participate in it. Now the Great Tribulation begins when the Antichrist makes a 7-year peace treaty with Israel. So of course it begs the question, in the future, why would there be a need for such a peace treaty brought about by the leader of the world, the future leader, the Antichrist? Now, although this is just my speculation, my belief is that the Great Tribulation begins after the conclusion of the Gog and Magog War, which in all likelihood will be World War III. We may see the rapture happen before Gog and Magog, and possibly before World War III, or we as Christians may have to live through Gog and Magog. As a believer in the pre-trib rapture, I do not believe we will experience the Great Tribulation, as we are not appointed to wrath. We as the bride of Christ will be taken out of the way. However, that does not mean we will escape hard times, and we may experience the Gog and Magog War, which again, in all likelihood, is World War III. Now, previously I made one video where a man commented that he thought it was funny that I believe in the pre-trib rapture, yet I teach survival skills at my survival school. I replied that even though we likely won't be here for the 7-year tribulation, we will still experience hard times in the run-up to it. We may see World War III. We may see out-of-control gas prices and a possible economic collapse in the near future. Not good news, but to help you be ready, check out my business at survivalschoolmichigan.com and help support my work here. Check out my classes, my blog, and my growing online store. However, I will say that the best preparation of all is accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Read Romans 10:9 and follow what it says to do. Keep your eyes on Jesus and look up as your redemption draws nigh. Also, for a greater understanding of the pre-trib rapture, I suggest watching the movie Before the Wrath. And I'll see you next time.